EA Sports coverage brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And off we go from Cleveland. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Six, 180. 154. Regular.
First down, Mayfield. He's got the hook of Odell Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Six guys. Check 6 guys. Hey, zoom. Switch. Run. King.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Shoot. Hey, alert. Hey, seam 6. My touch.
From the gun, Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. Finding some room at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Four receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Good. 180. Run. 954. Silver. Hurry. Done.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive.
Hatchet.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
Here we go. Warning. Mike 57.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Gonna take a shot for Gallup. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
King. Check right. Watching you five. So don't say nothing. Buzz.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time.
Hurry. Get moving, man. Man, moving. You got to get there. Run. 55. I got you, son.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mike Bennett. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. This is Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Randy Gregory. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Real. Check Mike 54. Hurry! Hey, exit. Pick your game up. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
3rd and long for Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Hurry! Pistol.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield escaping the pressure right. That was going to let it go deep right sideline. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way.
Hey, here we go. 4-8. 57. Come on. You better bring it. Hey, check 24. Hey, kill. 26.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught. It's Cooper. 19 yards that time for number 19.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
Let's work. Shift.
Now Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
180.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long.
Alert, 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 alert. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, hurry, hurry. 54. Let's go. Hurry, hurry. Check, Mike, 54. Hurry, hurry. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Done.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now Austin. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just
touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 38 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Forbath, the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
From the 30 on second down, Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
Play fake. Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Hey, Echo.
Now Mayfield. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Boy, still a half plus to play, but it is a two-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And the Cowboys are able to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Maybe they had dialed up before this game started.
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it online, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing on second down. Prescott. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll be taken down at the 26. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 26. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Go, get out there. Motion. Watch it. 26.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott stripped. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Mike 55. Come on. Hey, alert 33. Hurry! Hey, Delta! Check 55 to Mike! You remember me? You remember? Hurry! 55 is Mike, guys. Hurry! Come on, boy! Watch out!
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. All right, CD, let's take a step back. Look at the AFC playoff picture with just 3 weeks to go. Hard to believe. Essentially, I think it's 7 teams for 6 spots right now. The Ravens are in, looking good for the number 1 seed at 11-2, essentially with a 2-game lead over the 10-3 Pats, who they beat in Week 9. Then what, we got Chiefs in the West leading right now. Texans currently ahead in the AFC South. How about that wild card picture?
Yeah, how about Buffalo? They had a tough loss at home to Baltimore, but boy, they're playing awfully well, and guess what? They go to New England next week. That game could have big ramifications. And the Steelers, how are they 8-5 on their 3rd, maybe essentially 4th quarterback of the year since they traded Josh Dobbs in preseason? Incredible job Mike Tomlin has done as the head coach there. But the team to keep an eye out for in the AFC South, the Tennessee Titans. They are hot right now, 8-5, and running the heck out of the football with Derrick Henry.
Yeah, I mentioned the Texans currently looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. He was looking for Landry that time. Well, folks, we gave you a glance at the AFC playoff picture. Let's talk NFC playoff picture. Bit of a shakeup because the Niners and the Saints game, and then the Seahawks and the Rams. So San Fran back up to the top spot. Then you have the Packers who beat Washington, moving up to number 2. The Saints with the loss, try to follow all this. They drop down the spot. But it's a critical one as they lose that first round bye, and then we're still awaiting resolution on the Cowboys and the Eagles in the NFC East, CD.
Yeah, this is going to be a crazy deal because essentially San Francisco and Seattle have kind of been trading back and forth. And after Sunday night's games, San Francisco holds that spot. But remember, those two play Week 17. It could all be decided then. The Saints have already locked down the NFC South. They're trying to get one of those top 2 seeds, as you mentioned. But the race for these wild cards, Minnesota sitting right there holding the number 6 spot. They're a game ahead of the Rams, who are really hot right now. And the Bears, after whacking the Cowboys last week, they're hanging in there as well.
But as you're alluding to, I mean, Seattle drops from the number 1 seed all the way down to the number 5 seed in one day. Of course, a lot can change in the final 3 weeks.
And just think, a lot of people wondering, how does the NFC East get a home game by winning that division? This is going to be one of those years people will talk about reseeding based on absolute overall record.
Yeah, because it's not out of the question that either the 49ers or the Seahawks could be 13-3 and be a wild card team. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position. It's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
Here's Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. Now Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. Caught by Cobb. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, One of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Mayfield finding Beckham. And some Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns get a score closer. Seibert on for the PAT. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game, for here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
A first down carry by Elliott. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett, and again it's Chubb. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
180! Hey, alert, alert! Alert, alert! Come on, here. Come get some. Hurry! Come on, here. Come get some. Run, run, run. Hey, Charlie! Yeah, right there. 54 Mike. Here we go. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final two plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Check safety, check safety. Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch. Check four. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Regular, regular, regular. Hurry, hurry. Hey, wahoo. Hey, watch that.
Here's Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Hey, Haywood. Hurry, hurry.
Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. He's got room to run past the 20. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Mayfield now, fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Mayfield to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, but it's going to be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag. Watch the flag, motion, block. Alert, 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 alert.
One last shot from Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be, and time has run out now on this game. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.